So I'm having this interesting conversation with one of my subscribers, men growing to win, which probably is a guy who's MGTOW, from just based on the way he's talking. And he commented on my video, feminists claim equal rights amendment ERA is too equal. And he says, who cares what women want? Walk away, build a new society. So I was a little confused by that. I didn't really understand what he meant by a new society, because if you're walking away from women, how are you going to build a society unless it's, with a bunch of gay guys or something? Because we all have a sex drive, and I don't think we're going to go build a society where we're just dating sex robots. So, how do you build another society? So I say build a society without the means of reproduction. Sounds gay. The means of reproduction is obviously the female, right? So he says, build a society not based on communism or socialism, so that when this one collapses, women who want to survive have to live have to live to have to live by new rules, perhaps. So I say it's a nice idea, but maybe in the meantime we find a girl who holds the same values as us and stop sitting around taking whatever we can get for a quick sexual relationship. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice thought. It really is a nice thought to say, okay, we can go build another society away from communism and socialism, which, yeah, man, I mean, that is, we are being infiltrated, and society is being, sort of overrun by these commies and these socialist people and these liberal feminists, and the society that they're promoting is not right. It's a messed up, and they do want control. They do want to control our society. They do want to, infiltrate and change the way people think. They're trying to make people by force accept the LGBTQ agenda. They're trying to. They already have successfully, in many cases, infiltrated legislation. They're even now, hijacking. I use that word. I'm going to try to use that word carefully, but they are, I guess, at the bottom, at the least, they're infiltrating the media. I don't know about hijacking it just yet, because the media is a very big conglomerate of different, companies. But in many of these instances, advertisements, media, this agenda is subtly creeping in. I was downtown Seattle recently, and of course it is Seattle, which is a liberal hub, right? But I was downtown Seattle recently, and I saw a transgender model poster up in the wall of a department store, right? Transgender. So that is they're trying to normalize something that is not normal by nature, right? They're trying to, and I would say that's force. They're forcing us to be subjected to those pictures, to that advertisement, to that image of normalization. Like, this is okay, it's normal. Like, that's pretty serious. That is, if you have any kind of moral standard or moral stance. Those of us who do know the difference between right and wrong, we look at that and we think, God, that's sick. But that's what society's becoming. So it's a decent thought to say, hey, let's get out of this society. Let's go build our own society. The question is, would something like that work? A separatist society. I mean, that's what people did in, 1776. They wanted to separate from England, and they said, we're getting out of here. This place is too stuffy. We're going to go start our own thing so we can have freedom. Well, we need freedom away from this oppressive LGBTQ and radical feminist, brainwashing, indoctrination, social propaganda to make us accept something that is by nature distorted. I agree, that would be nice, but will something like that work? The world is too populated. Where would we go? There's no way we could do that. I mean, it sounds nice, like it's a cool thought, right? Yeah, we could just go out into the woods and start our own little society where men are men and women are women. But then who makes the rules there, and what are the rules? And it's just like, man, so I just say, why don't you just find somebody who's who believes the same things as you. You know what I mean? Try to find a girl who has traditional values. Try to find a girl who is not corrupted by hypergamy, not corrupted by you know, chasing men with money, the gold digger's disease, which is part of female nature, right? They want to be protected, they want to be provided for. You know, so we're told, and so it seems. Maybe you can find something different. You know, um, maybe you can find a different type of girl who really just wants love, who really doesn't require the man to make a lot of money, who really just wants to work with you in order to support a family. And she's not worried about, oh, I got to live this certain type of lifestyle, so I need to find a guy who's got a house, or I need to find a guy like this and this. And she's just like, well, I'll accept whatever circumstances and scenario we're in as long as you love me and don't cheat on me, and you're faithful to me, and you work on this relationship with me. Like, that would be ideal for me. So why not just find that? But that in and of itself is a is a quest, right? In this, this backwards society that's getting worse and worse that we're living in. You know, every day it's worse. Every day I turn on the TV, and every day there's some new nonsense. Or not the TV, but I turn on my internet, because the TV doesn't tell any truth. But I turn on the internet and I see, every day another video of people protesting, another video of people being nasty to each other, feminists hating men, another video of liberals punching, conservatives, and trying to quell freedom of speech. And every day I see these wacky communist lefties, out spouting their brainless, irrational nonsense. I mean, socialism has been hijacked, or not socialism, but liberalism has been hijacked, right? The classical liberal foundation model is no more. It's radical liberalism. It's radical feminism. It's been hijacked by communism, by socialism, by liberal Marxism, and they're just being fed and indoctrinated with propaganda in the colleges. Don't send your daughter off to college. She'll get indoctrinated into the feminist movement, to the feminist cult, and she'll be taught to hate men. She'll be told that men are bad, and don't get married because marriage is a form of the patriarchy or whatever. But their female nature comes out. They want to get married eventually. They get lonely, and so. But how much pain and suffering and trouble do they go through? In the meantime, it's just like sad stuff, man. I mean, we're living in a dark world, dark time. I wish we could just separate and go away. It's an interesting thought. It's an interesting conversation, but I don't know, man. Like I said, every time I turn on the internet, it's just new videos and worse, and it's like, just buckle up and hold on. And I don't know if it's ever going to get any better. Move to a place that you don't have a lot of liberals. Like, move to a conservative area. That's my goal in the next 5-10 years. I want to move to a conservative area, a red state. I don't want no damn liberals, mucking up my society. I support certain things. I support social safety nets. I support helping the poor. I support, free health care. I'll pay for that stuff. I'll pay out of pocket for that stuff because I want people to be healthy and I want people to be alive and safe. I'll pay extra taxes for that, but the rest of it is trash.